If God is all-powerful and completely good, why does he allow innocent children to suffer? Why do natural disasters kill thousands? Why doesn't he just stop all evil right now? This is the #1 question that destroys people's faith. But what I'm about to show you from Scripture will completely change how you see God's character and his plan. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more biblical truth. Let's dive in. Present the full problem of evil. If God can stop evil but doesn't, is he not good? If he wants to stop evil but can't, is he not all-powerful? Show real examples of suffering that make people doubt God. The pain is real, the questions are valid. This contradiction has caused countless people to walk away from God. Philosophers have wrestled with this for centuries. But what if there's more to the story? What if Scripture provides the missing pieces? Let's examine what the Bible actually teaches. Why God gave humans genuine choice, not robot programming. God didn't create us as robots following programming. Explain how love requires freedom to choose. Love that's forced isn't really love at all. Show how removing free will would eliminate humanity itself. Give examples of how free will creates both beautiful love and terrible evil. The same freedom that allows heroic sacrifice also allows horrible cruelty. We're made in God's image, which includes the capacity for moral choice. From the beginning, God gave humans real choices with real consequences. Without the possibility of choosing evil, choosing good becomes meaningless. But God doesn't waste our choices, even the wrong ones. Deep dive into Romans 8:28, how God works all things for good. God weaves even our worst experiences into his greater plan. Explain the Joseph story from Genesis. You meant it for evil, God meant it for good. Joseph's suffering positioned him to save his entire family and nation. You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. Show historical examples of good coming from suffering. Many medical breakthroughs came from studying suffering and disease. Disasters often bring out the best in humanity. Those who've suffered deeply often become the greatest comforters. We see individual pieces, but God sees the completed picture. But God didn't just orchestrate good from a distance. Jesus didn't stay distant from pain. He experienced the worst suffering possible. Throughout his ministry, Jesus entered directly into human pain. In Gethsemane, Jesus experienced the full weight of human anguish. Show how the cross demonstrates God's heart toward suffering. Isaiah prophesied that the Messiah would be a man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. Jesus didn't just observe our suffering, he absorbed it. Explain how God understands our pain personally. We can approach God's throne boldly because he knows exactly what we're going through. But the cross wasn't the end of the story. The resurrection proves that God's love is stronger than our worst suffering. And this gives us an eternal perspective on temporary suffering. This broken world is temporary. Explain how suffering here produces eternal glory. Show the contrast between momentary affliction and eternal weight of glory. What seems like death and destruction is actually preparation for transformation. Describe the new heaven and earth where evil is eliminated. In the new creation, every tear will be wiped away. Every relationship broken by sin will be perfectly restored. Creation itself will be liberated from its bondage to decay. Paul said our present sufferings aren't even worth comparing to coming glory. This eternal perspective changes how we view temporary trials, and we know that ultimate justice is coming. How God will judge all evil perfectly. Show how justice will be served completely. Every evil deed will be perfectly judged and punished. Explain how Satan and evil will be destroyed forever. The devil himself will be thrown into the lake of fire. Every chain of evil will be broken forever. Paint the picture of final victory. Heaven will celebrate God's true and righteous judgments. Christ will reign supreme, and evil will be no more. In the new creation, evil will not even be a memory. God will create new heavens and earth where former troubles are forgotten. This is our hope and our answer. Summarize the answer and encourage faith despite unanswered questions. We may not understand every detail, but we can trust God's character and plan. Faith means trusting God even when we can't see the full picture. We don't walk through these questions alone. If this helped answer your questions, subscribe and let me know in the comments. Check out these related videos for more biblical answers. May God's peace guard your heart and mind as you trust in his perfect plan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.